Hello and welcome to Magical Travel Adventure. I am Lauren and whew, it was a day today. There were many announcements, many conversations to be had today. And wow, that's all I can say. I can't believe that it is the same day. Haley, if you're out there, Keely, if you're out there, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the same day. So let's start at the beginning because, and I'm going back and forth between the screens today because it has been long. But basically, today was the sales for annual passes, and annual passes have not been on sale for like a year or two, or I can't even remember anymore. And I have wanted an annual pass. The last time that an annual pass came out, it was back when I didn't realize that they were going to just randomly stop selling annual passes. But I had a trip planned, and they, how I people used to do it is they would buy a ticket, and then when they went to Disney World, they would take that ticket and upgrade it to an annual pass. So that's what I was going to do this last time, and I was going to go. I had tickets for both my son and myself, and my plan was to upgrade them to annual passes. They stopped selling annual passes the morning that we arrived for our trip. And so since then, I have not been able to buy an annual pass. So today, starting at, I don't know, around 5:50 a.m., started seeing, okay, what can we get the annual pass? It was supposed to be sometime after 6 a.m. So, but we thought 6 a.m. Spoiler alert, it was 6:50 a.m. And Haley, fellow agent Haley, and I were trying and talk to each other. And Keely, one of our other agents, was also trying to help us. And at 6:50, she and I both got into the waiting room. I don't even know what it's called anymore. It has Thunder Mountain going over and over and over again saying, your wait is over an hour. Well, guess what? Our wait time ended around 11:30 a.m. So that was great. That was great. Really fun. Long time to wait for it. Wonderful. In the meantime, Disney World, which we knew they were going to announce Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party tickets, but then they threw in some other stuff. So let's start with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party tickets. Also, this is a reason why I use a travel agent because tickets like these annual passes, they could do things for this, like the Halloween party that I'm going to be talking about. So you could be waiting for hours online trying to get your tickets. And instead, you could just use a travel advisor like myself or Haley or Keely, because we're experts at waiting online. All the agents that I work with at Carry on the Magic are, but we're just the three that happen to be doing it today. So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party tickets are going to be on sale. And this is super exciting. This is probably my favorite party. Although I haven't done the Christmas party in a long time, and I plan on doing that. But the Halloween party is probably my favorite party. And I think I don't want to say the funnest, but that's the word that's coming to mind. It's the funnest party. And basically what happens is you can go into the parks. So you're going into Magic Kingdom, you're buying a ticket. I'll talk about that in a minute, but you're buying a ticket, and you can enter Magic Kingdom at 4 p.m. You don't need a park pass. You don't need a park reservation. You don't need a separate ticket to get in at 4 p.m. But starting at 4 p.m., you can go into, the Magic Kingdom, and you can ride rides, you can eat, whatever you want to do. And then starting at 7 p.m., the park is only open to those people who have tickets to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And this is super fun because there are special character meet and greets. Although I will say those lines get very long and sometimes it's not worth it to wait in those lines, but there's strategies for that. There's a special parade, and the parade is very entertaining. My son loved that parade, still talks about that parade from last year. He absolutely loved that parade. And there's typically two parades. So there's an earlier one and a later one. And then there's special fireworks. There are special ride overlays, and you can go trick or treating. There are trick or treating spots. When you go in, there's trick or treating spots that you can do also. So that's kind of fun. I have a whole video about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party too. So I'll link that below when this is done. But it's just like a fun time. And I'm not going to say it's less crowded, but there's not as much of a crowd. Um, and you can still ride rides. There's special food options. So there's a lot of fun things that happen. There's special photo pass things. That's actually what I would say, because my son and I made sure we did specific photo pass opportunities that were there. There were like the hitchhiking ghosts, and we could do that. And that was like the one thing I wanted to do during the Halloween party. What a silly thing. But it was fun. And so let's talk about tickets. So tickets are going to be going on sale if you have a reservation currently with Disney World. So an on-site reservation, meaning you have a resort reservation with a Disney hotel, you can purchase your tickets starting on April 27th. Don't know the time or anything like that. Typically, it's between 6 and 7 a.m. Then, if you don't have a resort reservation, you can start purchasing your tickets May 2nd. And what I'm going to say is there are popular dates. So August 11th is the first date, and it's a Friday. And it's a very popular date. I always caution you on the first day of a party, of an event, of something new happening. There are a lot of bloggers, YouTubers, not me, just so you know, that will go on that date. And some of them are trying to gather information. Some of them are just, they need to be at the first one to show that they're at the first one. But it's not important to be at the first one. Like, nothing special happens at the August 11th one that doesn't happen at any of the other dates. The other most popular date is going to be October 31st, obviously. So on October 31st, it's Halloween. That date typically sells out the first out of all the dates. So if that is important to you, I would say you really need that resort reservation in order to get that, because it's going to make a difference. Now, something that they don't always do is they have a November 1st date also. I anticipate that one is going to be very popular. And they have an October 29th, which is on a Sunday. I think that is also going to be very popular. And the price also shows how popular it's going to be. So if you're wondering, the least expensive tickets are going to be in August. And I didn't even think about that. I wonder if I can well, anyways, you can look at them online, but you can see that the tickets are going to start at $109 for adults and $99 for kids. That's like the first minus the first date. So not that August 11th date. That's $149 for adults. But the first couple of days, basically all the other August days are $109 for adults and then $99 for kids. Then as we move into September, the first 2 weeks of September, it's $119 for adults and $109 for kids. And then there's a big jump once we get past the first 2 weeks of September. Then it jumps up to $149 and $139 for kids. Then in October, we jump up to $169 and it's $159 for kids. Then starting the week of October 20th, it jumps up. It goes back and forth, but it goes to $189 to $199. So the most expensive tickets are closer to Halloween and Halloween. And the least expensive are going to be in August, but not that first date in August. I know you're all going to ask me, when is the best time to go? When is the best time? This is what I'm going to tell you. I always recommend that you try and, if you can, do a Tuesday or a Tuesday and a Thursday. Now, Thursdays aren't always options. Um, so you just have to know that ahead of time. So just look at that, see if you can do it. My biggest suggestion is that if possible, get like that Tuesday or Thursday date, but make sure that that's not like your last day because it rains sometimes. Something can happen. And so that your party, I don't want to say gets ruined, but gets adapted to the weather so you don't get to see everything. There's a stage show also, and that is on and off depending on the weather. The fireworks, the rain kind of holds in the smoke so you can't see it as well. So those are all things like you just want to think about. And I anticipate last year, I mean, all the party tickets sold out before the actual party event happened. But when people had bad experiences with the rain, they were able to sometimes go to other dates also with their party tickets. So just know that and know the earlier you're going to go, the more likelihood. Remember, August, September, October are still hurricane season months. So even though they have this scheduled, they don't always cancel the party because of rain. So you could be going to a party in the rain. It's just something to be aware of. It's not always possible to change your tickets if they don't cancel anything, and it's not always possible to even do it. Can't get or go to a different party even if you had tickets and it was canceled. So there's got to be some flexibility in your plans, knowing that it could possibly be canceled. There were a few last year that got canceled, and a few that just people were miserable at because it was so rainy the whole time. So that's my biggest suggestion there. Um, the other fun part of it is that it's a lot of fun. This is my favorite party. There just seems to be like a lot to do. If you like, I have a smaller child, so typically we don't go to the parks that day. That is like our rest day, and we can rest at the parks, and then we're all set. We can go. We can go to the party. We go in at 4 o'clock. Normally, I make a dining reservation around 4 o'clock, and then we go in for the party and have dinner and then ride some of the rides that we think are going to be like a longer wait, like Haunted Mansion and things like that. And then during the party, we do things that are exclusive to the party, like the parade, the fireworks, the dance parties, the stage show, the pictures, the photo pass pictures, all that stuff. We just try and make sure we do all that so that it's just easier for us, and we're making sure. Oh, we do the trick-or-treating. Let me tell you. Last year we went trick-or-treating. I brought the candy home. I think my son ate like 2 or 3 pieces. That was our candy that we gave out to people when they came to us for trick-or-treating. That's how much candy we got, that we were able to just give it all away. So there you go. You make back some of your money sometimes. So it's just a lot of fun, and it's a fun activity. You can go check out my video about it. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. The other big announcement that Disney World made today was all about how they're going to change Fort Wilderness around. So I don't know 100% of the details because I haven't been like on it, but I know that they are changing the cabins at Fort Wilderness, and they're going to make them Disney Vacation Club, which is the timeshare that Disney World has. And they're going to make those cabins more DVC style. So they're going to redo the cabins, and sometime at the end of 2024, hopefully they're going to be opening up. Very surprising information. There was just like a lot of information. I should also say that annual passes, they started to go on sale today, and we already got notice that they might sell out by the end of today or before the end of today. So if you didn't get your pass, you might not be eligible to get one, even though you've been waiting maybe forever for it. So yeah, it was just a lot of information. It was a very long day. I couldn't go. I normally do my stories, in the morning. I just couldn't do it today. It was too stressful trying to get my annual pass. Haley can agree with me there. So I also want to say that when news and information like this, like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween comes out, my priority is my clients. So before this week, I have reached out to all my clients saying, if you are interested in these tickets, please let me know when we first meet and you're booking through that August through October time. That is something that we go over. So I know in that planning process. So when something like this comes up, I email my clients immediately to tell them, okay, the date that we thought you could get is available. This is the price. Do you want me to purchase it on April 27th for you? And everyone has emailed me back already, like almost immediately, that yes, they want their tickets. And then I email clients who have not said that they want the tickets yet. And I email them reminding them. And some people were like, yeah, I think we do want to do it this year. I think sometimes people just want to know the price and they want to wait and see, like, is their date available? Would it work in the plan that they have in their head? All those kinds of things. So don't think of me as like a news outlet, because when the news first broke, I'm taking care of my clients and I'm taking care of people who are on like that waiting list for me. So I'm not necessarily taking care of you guys on social media, because obviously my priority is my clients. So until I've gotten to all my clients, I don't normally talk to you guys online about anything. If you see me post something online, it's because I've already spoken with my clients. So just so you know, that's how it works. And that's how most travel agents work. Um, so you would know in the future. I am saying so much this week. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's just a news update about just today at Disney World. So, of course, if you have questions, please let me know in the comments. I will try and link my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween video so you can see it. And if you need help booking your next trip, planning your next trip, let's get talking so we can get ready and get you all booked. And I will talk to you guys next time on Magical Travel Adventure. Bye.